Going on, guys? Sorry about that. Hope you saw the Bitcoin update. Like always, watch that first. Let's get straight to the altcoins, okay? So, XRP, again, we always love the daily on XRP just because, considering the movement. So, yeah, I mean, it's respecting the uptrend, guys. Look, it's been holding this uptrend since the late November. It broke out of the apex, and it looks like it's attempting to, well, actually break above this daily, this tested daily, right? So um, we have this evolve here. So this origin support, right? Let me zoom in. So we have this origin support. You can either mark it here or here, but regardless, it's testing that origin support. We have an origin swing high of the low, and as you can see, this is an origin level because look, it's been tested so many times, but it's failed to move up. It's failed to hard close above up. But the fact that it's but the fact that it's respecting this uptrend, um, therefore, that means it's increasing demand, right? Therefore, creating higher lows. And when you create higher lows, there's less interest on this origin as a sell point, okay? People are looking to sell higher now, okay? Because people are accumulating on higher lows. So, um, we have a 4 hour here that honestly, there's really no point. So, as you can see, this is pretty much in line with this daily here. So honestly, this daily can just, because you always want to stick with the higher time frame. If the 4 hours like super close to what the daily is, you might as well just mark the daily, okay? Because it that has more meaning to it. Um, there is a 4 hour here daily, so really not much that we need to update. Um, okay. Um, we're not going to evolve this yet. There's really no point in evolving because it's approaching this local apex. Because if you want, you know, I guess you can do this, but regardless, I think it's just going to keep respecting this uptrend up to this 4 hour apex. So let's see when we go closer into the time frame. So there's that untested 4 hour, okay? So that's why we left it there. It's an untested level. So, you know, this is the first, untested level that it's, really attempting to hit here. So it's actually a good thing we actually made that daily downtrend because now we narrowed it down to a much more, a smaller point of a point where the volatile move will happen. And in my opinion, I think we can expect a rejection locally on the 4 hour here, but ultimately, I think XRP will really try and aim for this downtrend here, in my opinion. Yeah, this is a large macro daily downtrend, so I think that's what it's really going to aim for. Um, there is this origin level point of resistance here, which falls just in line with this downtrend. So in my opinion, it makes sense that it's again aiming for that level. But keep in mind, we do have some in the smaller time frames, like the 4 hour, we do have some untested levels here. We have a 4 hour level here, but again, I have no business, really business to be marking that just because it's already been tested. Um, but I'll mark it there for you guys. So yeah, that's XRP. Finally, TRX, guys. I know a lot of you guys are in TRX, but sometimes, trust me, sometimes you just got to be patient. Um, I know with all these coins moving like track, even other coins that Ali was mentioning back, I can't remember from the top of my head, have been moving super hard. And, yeah, of course, you're going to have some bags where they're not as volatile, but trust me, just be patient here, guys. We are approaching. So let's go to the daily time frame for XRP. So remember, like I said, trend lines are pretty much your magic 8 ball, right? So um, we had this marked since late November, and it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 2 weeks, and yeah, I mean now it's finally time to start paying attention. Okay, so this is what I mean by apexes. Sometimes if you see apex, if you mark your apex and it's a blank space here. Wait, just wait till it gets closer. Wait a couple days, and then you can start looking at it. Don't lose sleep over it. Don't continue to look at it every day unless you want to. But if you see the daily apex isn't, quite some time, then, just don't really stress about it. So now that the time is coming, right, we have this origin swing low of the high that's been acting as resistance for like the past almost 2 weeks, and it's finally breaking out, just like what XRP is doing right now. There's still 1 hour left till this daily close, so we'll see how this checks out. But regardless, um, it's making higher lows. So you can even array from here to here, there to there. I'll go to the daily right. This is the daily. So now we're narrowing it down even closer here. So that's an apex here. But if it falls break down below, there's the apex there. But again, if it falls down below there, you have this apex. But can't can't come to those conclusions just yet. We just have to see how this daily is. Okay, for TRX. And for Sun guys, again, I'm pretty not pretty invested in Sun, but again, I have you know a playful bag to play with here. Um, and again, I've been just accumulating, right, on support. So again, I accumulate on the weekly support, this weekly support, this weekly support. I haven't accumulated since, okay? And I'm just playing with it, and with even with coins that I'm playing with, the TA doesn't change at all, guys. That's the great thing about this TA that I'm teaching you, is that the TA applies to everything, meme coins, whatever, new coins, that's in price discovery, whatever, stocks, commodities, anything. Okay, so as you can see here, it's been under suppression on this weekly here, this weekly there, but ultimately we narrowed down to the weekly. So we have this weekly downtrend that broke out of the weekly there, and now it's retesting this macro weekly level, weekly downtrend here, which is a good thing. Okay, so um, in my opinion, um, if this hard closes again below this weekly level, I do think there will be some more accumulation. Ultimately, um, uh, you know, if if there's a red candle sometime after this candle, I'm going to evolve this, and then that will be your new apex. Okay, and as you can see, it's not till early 2024. So um, for some, this may be a sell point, 40%, 50%, right? So for me, I'm a trader, guys. So, not financial advice. I like to, take my money. I like to go in, I like to go out, and that's it. I don't really even know anything about Sun. I just know that, the community here has backed it. Lee has mentioned about it. Um, and the TA looks good, right? These are the coins that you look at, are coins in accumulation, right? Um, some sort of, fundamental backing to it, a team, which it has. It's tied to TRX, right? So we can definitely see that correlation between the two. And so, yeah, um, you know, preferably I like to sell, right, at downtrends, resistances, and again, it's ultimately up to you when to sell or if you want to hold much longer. But overall, in the long run, I do see Sun moving up fairly high at minimum to this untested weekly. Um, and as you can see, like if we just go back to this weekly here, again, I'm gonna show you like the I don't know how many times, but multiple times. But you can see here, just it's just a small blimp in the move, and as you can see here, even this sell point is just a blimp, like a small tiny move up compared to what the next untested level here, which is like 400%. So yeah, that's Sun. Finally, track, guys. So track went insane, honestly. So again, so this is a perfect example of a coin that's heavily correlated with Bitcoin. Where Bitcoin moves up, 5%, coins with low market cap, there's news, there's a very big community behind it. There's things hyping it up, hyping the news. Again, it speeds up what's going to happen. But when that happens, there's always a catch. There's always a balance to these things. And what happens is that if Bitcoin falls, right, $1,000, which really isn't much at all, you can see that hype fall really fast. And as you can see here, it dropped 35% in not even a day. There's still 1 hour left until the day candle closes. So this is just a great example of yes, yes, you want to be bullish on some of these coins, but you you gotta you gotta see the reality of it, right? So um, in the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, it went up 120%, guys. Like that's not something you see every day. So I'm not saying to always, to cash out all the time, but cash out in increments, 10, 20% at least. If you're a really big believer in track and the things that's upcoming, then yes, hold a certain amount because you're an investor, right? Just really just stick to the basics of, the psychological training that we went over. So anyways, enough of me yapping. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame and see what happened here. So lots of 4 hour levels here that we can delete. Um, okay, uh, let's just clean these levels up. Okay, let's go from left to right. So left to right. So here, again, as you can see, it hard closed above it. It broke above it. Let's move it here. And there you can see it bounced on this support. It moved up. It bounced off this swing high, but now it's invalid. So we're gonna do here. We're gonna move it there. We're gonna move it to here, and then move it there. Okay, perfect. So now we got this uptrend. We're gonna move it honestly right here, and as you can see, the uptrend is perfectly aligned. Honestly, I feel like majority of you guys are the only ones trading this coin because these levels are like to the T, they're to the dot. And if anyone that doesn't know what that means, it's like it's very pinpoint, it's accurate. Um, so Ali, yeah, stop moving the price. I'm just joking. So here we go. So on the 4 hour, uh, you know, we're gonna do that swing high to the swing high here. Okay, you see there's an apex right there. Really not much to note. We have a tested 4 hour level there, and we hit tested this uptrend here. Honestly, that would have been a great entry, or even at this swing high of the low as entry. Um, and if you notice, when these uptrends also cross over with supports, those are usually good entries and entries. Um, so yeah, I mean, give it some time. It's approaching this apex. The next 4 hour support's over here. It's already been tested. Hopefully this 4 hour uptrend holds the whole entirety of the move. Therefore, if it does, you're just pretty much within this area. If it continues to hold that uptrend, you're just slowly moving up and holding this in that trend that range. So yeah, that's track. Um, PZP. I know it looks crazy here, guys. Um, but let's start from left to right. So we go from left. As you can see, there's a slight move up, but let's see if we could have evolved it. So there's that breakout of apex. Move forward. Okay. Um, we have that. Okay, this is good. Okay, so what's happening here? We move this, we evolve it from there to there, from there to here. Okay, perfect. Um, we have, I didn't, I didn't mark the high of the, or I didn't mark the swing high of the high here, so we can delete that. And now we're working within that range. It's retesting that same downtrend that brought it up, so very good. Um, now we have this uptrend here. Now it's getting really tight here. Tested. All these 4 hour levels are tested. Um, this is still, I would delete that and do something more local. This is untested here. Okay, perfect. So this is PZP on the 4 hour level. It is approaching a local apex, but personally I think it's just going to find accumulation still and really find that breakout. Um, in a few days. So yeah, let's just clean up the chart here. This is very far from this point, so we'll delete this level. It is going to act as a, like as a point of resistance and very far in the future. As you can see, it just goes further to the right. But because it's just so far, we could just delete that. Um, but yeah, as of right now, I think this is a clean chart. Um, and yeah, those are my final thoughts for PZP. So yeah, guys, I hope this was helpful. If you have additional, like a coin or two that you want me to TA, feel free to drop it down in the comments below. Just make sure you at me so I see it and I get notified. And yeah, hopefully this was helpful. And yeah, have the great rest of the week. I'll see you on Friday's update. Take care. Bye.